out. The first one is coronavirus pushes AMC Entertainment closer to bankruptcy.
Right.
This is the question, guys. Is this the beginning of the end for theaters? Unfortunately, it has been reported the last few weeks, or last few days actually, that AMC is getting closer and closer to filing bankruptcy. They're actually seeking some guidance from some specialists within the bankruptcy world, and it's said that they're actually reporting a cash loss of over 265 million or more than that overall. And I from what I've heard, they actually been putting out some lines of credit, but because of the way that the credit lines work, they have been reduced down to a lower grade, and unfortunately they can't actually get that huge line of credit to sustain themselves throughout this whole thing.
600 personnel furlough, and so
it's more than 600, right?
It's what I've read. It's about 600 people that have lost their jobs. All the money that obviously the movie, again, we go back to what we've been preaching for a long time here, as far as how much money these actual movie theaters make when putting a movie inside their theaters. They're not necessarily getting very much money for about the content that's being played in their theater. They're actually making more money with the concession stands, which is their popcorn, the drinks, all that great stuff, and which is why a lot of these theaters have also implemented bars and things like that to help their revenue stream in that way as well, because that's the way that they make the most money. And so now that they don't have that, all this is coming to absolute fruition. I'm sure they have some money saved up, which I think they're about to run out, or if not already running out. I think they're filing for Chapter 11.
I did. They're about to do that. I'm sorry, I got the number wrong. It's 4.75 billion in debt right now.
Okay.
That's because they've done upgrades to their seats across the nation. They're the biggest theater chain in the United States. They've done upgrades to like even screens and all that other good stuff that we all have enjoyed.
Yep.
And so they're quite in debt right now.
And so being in furlough, it doesn't mean that you're fired. It just means that you're going to come back to your job. And so a lot of these places are gonna be up and running pretty soon, guys. I know it's crazy right now, but I really believe like in a couple months we'll start becoming
right. So is it though? Because AMC and all theaters pretty much, they all acquire the most revenue. I read somewhere, I think it was Variety that reported that they make 50% of their profits during the summer time,
right,
throughout the whole year, and that's only a 3-month gap. And of course we all go to the theaters to go watch the big blockbusters, but if they can't do the summer, because it looks like we're not going to be going to the summer to the movies during the summertime,
right,
they're going to lose 50% of their profit. And AMC, they're already in the hole for over $4 billion,
right.
I don't know how good of news that is for AMC. They're gonna file bankruptcy. Absolutely.
True. There has to be,
but I don't know if they could recover from this.
I don't think it's about recovering. I think they're going to go under. Absolutely. Companies like this that require people being more social, being in a closer proximity to each other is going to require something. Look, the movie theater chain is not going anywhere, guys. It's staying no matter what happens after this. Yes, they lose a lot of money, but somehow our country is going to make sure that happens. That's a pastime. That's like not being able to go. It's just something that we've been accustomed to, and it's not going anywhere. Yes, are they going to become in debt somehow? Could that somehow be pardoned in some way? Maybe some of that stuff is going to happen. Who knows? I just know that this isn't going anywhere. So the more and more they get in debt, it's just, to me, it's like, okay, well, that's just what's going on right now. It's eventually going to come back, because we all love going to the movies. Nothing is going to be the same. Obviously, even when we get back and they open all these things, people are going to be very, very reluctant to want to go back and sit by, anyone. And so this is what we're facing now. So our economy, whether the president, whoever thinks that it's going to go, it's going to build itself right away. Many think that it might not, that it's going to take a little while, because a lot of us are very, very conscientious about, what's going on now. And we don't know whether we still can get it after they say that they open it. But I'm being very optimistic that AMC, everybody is back online, dude, because I want to watch these movies.
Right, of course, but this is the problem, right? So now they've gone in themselves into a hole, and who's going to bail them out? Even if the government does give them a help, I don't know, dude. $4 billion is not some easy money that the government is going to be able to give them out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so who's going to bail them out in this sense? Because they're not going to be paying rent. AMC did tell their landlords that they're not going to be paying rent for a lot of locations. And so you want to say that, landlords are going to have the ability. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not expert in this field, but I mean, over 2-3 months, I'm pretty sure that they have rights to be able to take them off the premise. And so I just think that with news like that, and then Cinemark as well, they're the third largest of the nation, and they have what is called a debt sale, which they're selling the debt that they have, and people are going to be able to buy that debt, right? And then they're going to be able to pay it back, or buy it back from the people that actually buy it, but with interest, of course. So that's that's kind of like a loan per se. But you have all these different chains. It's going to be they're going to be hurting for quite a few years now.
You can't not, you're going to be in debt. There's going to be some consequences. I'm just saying they're not going anywhere. I'm sure they're going to try to work something out to where they can keep this part of our American culture, which is going to the movies, something a part of, the everyday life. I think that's what's gonna happen.
So Trolls over the week, they Trolls the whole world tour that I hear, it's actually pretty good. So if you guys want to check it out, that's something to stream. That's kind of free for you guys. But world tour's out, and the first one is actually
I've never seen the first one.
I didn't see it too, but it was pretty pretty good reviews, and a lot. I know a few people that like it. Justin Timberlake, right? Yeah. So, it made 74 million opening weekend or something like that.
Okay.
This time around, if I'm not mistaken, it made 47 million opening weekend, and that's straight to video on demand.
Okay.
So if you make that comparison, that's like a $20,000, over $20,000, $30,000, $30 million loss. You would think that studios may see something like that, and they were like, maybe we don't really need the studios or the theaters to open up or be as strong as they were before.
You bring up something very interesting, my friend, and it's very, very. The ability to do that would be great, right? And if the numbers show that these studios and the people that are making this money, because a lot of the money that's included in making a movie is also, putting it in theaters and all the money that it costs to them. They add that to that. But what you bring up now is something that I feel that the future is going, that our future is going to be able to just, hey, in the comfort of our own homes, because it might not be the same after this whole COVID-19 thing. And when it does get back to normal, maybe, or normal-ish, are the theaters going to be really suffering because of it, because of all the nobody wants to go to the theaters because nobody wants to sit by anyone, and so they're not going to be making as much money as they used to. So I wonder if they think that maybe putting it to stream and giving that ability at a much higher price than $20, I mean,
that's what they're renting at. It's at $20.
It's at $20. That this might be, because people aren't stupid. People are going to be, well, I don't have to eat their popcorn. I don't have to spend my gas. I don't have to
risk my life.
I don't have to. I don't have to miss any of the movie because I really, really have to go to the bathroom.
Right. I don't have to deal with the guy that's eating loudly with his mouth open, or when these girls are talking over the movie.
Seems like you have a real issue with these things, my brother.
Dude, oh gosh, I hate the theater.
So do I.
Sometimes.
So do I. And so this right here can be the future of what it's going to be like in our movie, and how we're going to be approaching new film and things like that. So as much as I want for everything to be normal again,
Yeah.
I know that it won't be. And I think that people like this, Cinemark, AMC, United Artists, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
are going to suffer because people are not going to want to be sitting by each other anymore or in the same room.
So yeah, so the debt is not really something that you're thinking about. You're just thinking about the whole way people will react to this experience.
Well, yeah,
theater.
I mean,
yeah,
like I said, dude, I mean, I'm gonna go back to the debt thing. There's nothing we can do for that right now. I mean, what can the theaters do? This is something that's going on globally. They're not gonna open to try to make money. So that's, to me, they're gonna help these theaters to try to get back to normal, I think, as well. So who knows? But you bring up an interesting point about how to, view it the other way. If things would just go directly to stream.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a really bad situation for everyone, including the studios. So
yeah,
let us know what you guys think. Is this the beginning of the end for theaters? I mean, I don't know. Hopefully not, because I love going to the movies. All right,
we'll see.